to Returnees of Tanzania. I am Nema, and I'm here today with
Justa! Hey!
And
Diana, aka Binti Dai.
Hey guys, welcome once again to our great space where we share stories and talk about our thoughts about returning to Tanzania. Today we are talking about a hot topic.
Yes, my
favorite. And gentlemen.
Just one
gentleman. We are going to be talking today about dating abroad. Yes.
Okay. I like how we always kind of like reflect being abroad and then coming back to Tanzania. So like, you guys expect that?
Yeah.
Expect we're gonna be like kind of like double dipping of like flipping back and forth because we are now getting like both experiences.
Yes.
And I think one of the things that we're talking about today, dating abroad, is actually a very... I want to hear your stories about dating abroad, and then I'll share mine.
Okay, so guys, I think the thing we'll kind of focus on today, or even just like touch on, would be our woes of dating abroad. Okay. So I'll start.
Whoa! Yes, Emma.
I will start. Okay, guys. So I, as you all know, went to the United States when I was
prime
age. Prime age. She says I was 19 years of age, and so I got to kind of have experienced a little bit on the continent here because I lived in a couple of countries, but then I went to the U.S. And honestly, I'll just be flat out honest. Throughout all of my growing up years, I had no interest whatsoever in dating
abroad
in Tanzania.
In Tanzania?
Yes!
Whoa,
I know,
yes.
right? You would not expect that from me right now. You would not expect that from me, but that everybody knew. Everybody in my family knew. They were always just saying, "Yeah, we're waiting for you to bring a Mzungu home. Yeah, we're waiting for you to bring a Mzungu home." And then
you look like you could bring a Mzungu home,
right?
Yes.
Exactly. That's what everybody said. Because when I was a teenager, I had no interest whatsoever in dating in Tanzania, and that has a lot to do with a lot of things. A lot of reasons for that. But when I was a teenager, I had no interest. So when I went to the United States, I was just
land of men, every kind, from every country,
exactly, every country. So
every country.
I used to kind of was like, okay, I think I watched a little too much TV. Now you guys just know that. Everybody in my family knows this. I watched way too much TV while growing up, and so my information source about dating and the romance and all that was a little bit messed up. All the teen years. So to me, that white was just what I thought was, that's how it's supposed to be. And I, kind of after I went to the United States, I got a chance to get to meet people, real people, of course, not stars on the TV. And exactly. Oh. I got to actually meet real people, and then I started to understand a little bit about what the whole thing was about. Now, I think a lot of now this is gonna be, oh my goodness, now
this is challenging for you. This is challenging.
This is hot. This is kind of hot. I know. I'm like,
she's hot.
I said I was gonna go first, but maybe I don't want to start. Maybe we have Di start.
Okay.
You're doing just fine.
This is such an interesting topic because one, it's such a taboo topic here in Africa to kind of talk about dating.
Exactly.
And now we're just talking about dating abroad.
Yes.
Oh my God. Jeez. I thought it was going to be easy.
I know, but now it's
dating abroad. for me, I think that's all I know because I left when I was 12.
Yes.
And
So hopefully.
literally,
That's all you know.
I was in boarding school in Uganda,
Exactly, yeah.
all girls boarding school. So like, all I know about dating is dating abroad,
Right.
and specifically dating in New York. So that's what I know. That's what I'm comfortable with.
Yes.
I've dated people from like. That's what I love about New York. New York is so diverse. Like I've dated a Jamaican guy. Everything was yeah man. I was like yes.
Love that.
Yeah man. I've dated like a Trini. I've dated a amazing Nigerian. I have oh my god. Okay, we're not gonna go down that list. But my dating experience, of course, I went down too much of the people that I dated. I've had like a really good immersed experience of like people from like different backgrounds and kind of like understanding. Kind of like, and I think one thing that I kind of like gravitated towards me, the people I was dating, majority of them were either from the Caribbean or like they were also fellow Africans. But it was just that the similarities in cultures, and that's what gravitated towards me dating them or them coming up to me and asking me on dates and going out or whatever. But like yes, the culture had to play key, and I had to find somebody who kind of understood because like I was so much of like especially in my home as a we were so cultural where it was just projecting that I couldn't hide away from myself.
Yes.
So when I was dating, I needed somebody to also understand that.
part.
And I've always seeked for that, and I've ended up finding people that I was dating were from almost similar backgrounds. But I had a great experience. I was spoiled. Because like I dated this particular guy, and like literally I would cough, I need a vacation. And there's vacation, I'm sick. Like winter time is cold. He's like, oh, you want to go to Jamaica? I was like, yes. He's like, you want to go? He's like, oh, how about Bahamas? Like within a month or 2 months, he's like, oh, how about you want to go to Bahamas? You want to go to Jamaica? You want to go here? You want to go? We went to Mexico. We were just out. Like every single time something happens, like, oh, you want to go to Florida? So like I was lucky to have like a guy that had like the means and everything to be able to just kind of like take me on like amazing trips, and I love dating outside. Oh my god, what have I noticed that has been weird? It was very challenging dating a Black American. I haven't dated a Black American because again with the cultural differences, and they always kind of looked at me. I was like, oh, that African girl. Like now it's actually a oh, we're gonna be joined by Landie. Landie, come in, an American joining us for a podcast.
Oh Lord,
Hey, Landie. We are doing a podcast right now, so you could join us.
Okay. She's really doing the entry up in here.
So we are currently
Welcome.
Hi, sweetie.
We're currently talking about
Love the Afro.
Yeah.
Y'all should see her. She is hot. Love the hair.
So we're currently talking about dating abroad, and and we are reflecting on our dating abroad in the US, and so you're gonna share with us dating abroad in Tanzania.
Yes. Okay. We're coming right back.
In here.
Wow.
So go ahead, you said that section you were telling us
so
about.
I was just talking about my dating abroad experience. Dating a Black American was a challenge for me, like I was saying, because of like it seemed like we had so much cultural differences at the time, but now I feel like it would be different because now the music has been explored, like Afrobeats is out there, and like a lot of
ones.
we are the popular ones now.
There's an openness towards accepting our culture.
Like as Africans, before we were looked upon, those Africans. I don't want to date an African, but now this African with his body, they're looking at me like, woo, and they want to the African queen,
Nubian queen.
Yes,
But you know what? A little bit off topic. You know,
Black Americans used to embrace African people back in the early 90s and stuff. Even
But the
their
2000s
outfits
changed.
and eventually things started changing. Yeah. So,
All right, back to the topic.
And now it's going back. Now it's like everybody wants to come to Africa.
It's a whole
Everybody-
it's like a teeter-totter
Yes.
effect where it's just like
Yeah.
people go on one side for like an X amount of years and then go back to the other side and then just keep going back and forth.
Now you even have the
even back in the 70s,
housewives who are
yeah.
dating Nigerians. Okay.
You had to go there.
Yes, I had to go there because like we
like what?
But like my experience and my experience with dating abroad, like it has been such a great experience. I've dated some amazing guys. Now I haven't got to the marriage part,
Yeah.
which is very challenging for them to commit to marriage.
yes.
Maybe it's because of like now I'm
guess
like
it's the
living
day
in
and
the
age.
US and now I'm in Tanzania, so
Exactly,
like it's like where's your stability?
Also,
That's
the
a
day
factor.
and age where we are now.
I think the day and age, yeah. But that's like commitment is my challenge with the dating abroad.
Yes.
So that's my experience.
Yeah, so just going back since I started saying my story there and I chickened out, but totally chickened out. But what I was gonna say is just my experience was that, you know, again, I would do what Justa did when I've, you know, dated an American, you know, through college, and then a Ghanaian, and
Get the
then,
numbers down.
Exactly, and a Ghanaian, and then, you know, so a Tanzanian, so and then an African American. So I've kind of gotten to, you know, experience people, you know, from different cultural spaces. But one thing about that I found that was really that I had to be really mindful of after some time, because like you said, like you meet somebody from a different culture, they're from Africa, so there's certain things that they do understand about you. But then as you get into like a deeper relationship with them, you know, hopefully leading to marriage or leading to some, you know, deeper commitment, you find that there's actually a lot of cultural differences
Yes.
even within their, you know, their
Especially
space.
as a female.
Exactly.
Now, how
You
do
find-
you
you just find it's just different, you know. There's the male female differences, so no matter what culture you're in, there's a guy and a girl, and that's different. But then there's that cultural difference that you find even within. So for example, when I was with the person who was from Ghana, you know, I found that yes, that there were a lot of similarities, which made it easier, but there were also a lot of differences that were things you assume you know, or you think, but then you come and find out later on that you're, oh my goodness, this is a very different. Of course, it doesn't mean you can't adjust and you can't, you know, switch up and change and learn, but it was just it was that whoa, like, oh my goodness, I was not expecting that, or I didn't think that was gonna be like that. But overall, for me, like I said, I started earlier, and I was, you know, the person that they were expecting me to bring home a white boy, like bring home a white guy, you know, an American or you know, a European or whatever. But then now, though, as I have grown into myself, I'm more just open, right? Open and aware of my background, my history, the things that have coded me, right? The cultural codings that are inside of me that make it where, yeah, like someone from my own culture would be great. You know, someone from my own, you know, from my own people would be amazing, you know? And so, you know, it doesn't mean you're closed off to other people from other cultures, but in the past, I was closed off to people of my own culture, you know? But as I grew, I kind of transitioned into a place where I'm like, you know what? That would actually be a really good thing. So, but yeah, that's
I mean, I think it's what you're talking about. Like now looking at it, you're like, if I have somebody from my same culture or like from my same country, we have like same similarities.
Exactly.
I think that's the same thing. Like when our parents were getting married, like my parents, both of them come from the same exact tribe.
Yes.
And
That was
the
back
same
then.
exact tribe.
Yes.
And then when I reflect on me with my dating history, I'm like, I went to Ghana too.
Exactly.
I'm in Ghana,
Right.
Nigeria, I'm in Jamaica, I am in Haiti, you know? And now when you kind of like look at marriage, you're like, people come from such different backgrounds, and then now you're looking at as returnees, you want to return back to your country.
Exactly.
How would the marriage be like, or how would the dating be like, when you both coming from different sectors?
Have you,
Diana, you know
have you
that,
ever,
you know
have
all
you
about
ever
that.
dated like a white guy?
No, I have not dated a white guy yet.
Oh, I dated one.
Oh,
It lasted literally a month.
Oh yeah. It was a week. It was a week. It was a week.
A
It was
month.
a week. It lasted a
I
week.
can't
Because-
even see.
I know,
Me
I'm
personally, I'm
listening.
very shallow.
Yes,
So
I
give
am
them the time of
too.
day.
So the
Yeah.
reason why I went there, I went on a first date. We were all both in school, you know, both working after school or whatever. But it was just like something is off. Like we're not clicking energy or anything. And rhythm, you're a hot mess. Just that. So I was like, this is not going to work. For the second week, I was like, this is not going to work. And he really liked me for who I was. And, you know, I was very like, I'm totally African. Like,
Right.
I couldn't hide it. Right after high school, I just went on through my true self. You know,
Right.
dancing, doing this, doing that, dressed up like, you know, I had the biggest afro and had more extension into it, you know, as African I could be. And he was like, you're gorgeous, you're this. I was like, huh? What?
I'm just being me right now.
This is me who I am. I'm not trying to be, you know. But he was from Kosovo, I think. And I was like, eventually I was like, listen, man, this is not going to work, you know. Because he's like, but why? I thought we were vibing. I was like, vibing? What? Where did you get that word from? You know? So, you know, it was so bad. In the same class, I dropped out of that class. I didn't want to see that guy again. Yes.
Mind you, she went to all black school.
No, I didn't go
Which
to
one?
a black college.
Oh, college.
My
It's
first
college.
years in
Okay,
college.
okay.
First 2 years in college.
Wow.
Yes, it was
Only New York you would meet
BMCC.
all these people from all over the place.
Right.
Post-
BMC is like international and every, I don't know how to call that place. It's the college of
Everybody.
international. It's a college of fashion. It's a college, you name it. Everything was at BMCC, you know, Borough of Manhattan Community College. So that's where I was. But yeah, I tried to date a white guy. My mom was like, you should date a white guy. I was like, it was a horrible experience ever. I never wanted to tell my mom that, but I'm sorry, but I'm coming out like shallow and all that, but I truly did find I'm attracted to black men, and I tried African American. It didn't go well either because maybe I was too African. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
I was too
It was
African.
just like, you know, we didn't connect very well. Eventually, I had to like, and you know, my dating life was like maybe 3 months, 2 months, because I'm just trying to read you. I'm trying to feel you. Like I was looking for a real thing. I wasn't just gonna date you, go on a date, and you know, it's really trying to read into the situation. Like, what happened if I ever take you to my country, my village? How you're going to respond to my people?
Right.
That is what I was doing my entire time. I dated this guy from Ghana. We were cool and over here.
We all went to Ghana.
I know. Well, because they say
and
Ghana is like the Tanzania of West Africa.
West Africa.
But then we really connected very well. But then there was a situation where an ex come into the picture. And I was like, and I say goodbye, you know. And again, didn't last long because it was, exactly. So yeah, those are my situation. And I dated a guy from Benin. Oh my god.
Benin.
Yes. She lit up.
French.
She lit up.
French.
Ooh la la.
He was so sweet, but then he had to move to Canada. I was like, oh man. I was like, alright, it is what it is. After a month, bye.
This month thing, right?
Yeah, this month thing. Yeah,
Yes.
I really have.
She decides in a month.
Yes, I really was like that, and I was like, you know, eventually I dated a Jamaican guy. Yes, couldn't avoid that because we were living amongst Jamaicans.
Dated Jamaican.
You know, we dated, and it was, you know, we dated for a while actually. And I was like, oh, maybe this is the guy, but unfortunately it didn't work out. You know who it is. I'm not gonna name drop them. I'm not gonna name drop this.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, but it didn't work out at the end, unfortunately. Then after that, I eventually came across and met my husband. I don't know. I think he met me. I'm not sure what happened there. But I was 1 foot out of that country for opportunity purpose. I really wanted to come to Tanzania back then in 2008, I think. Yeah. So I was like, I couldn't make it back. But yeah, I was coming
But you
back.
found your amazing husband.
Yes.
My husband.
Yes. And now you have 2
He
kids.
found me.
Yeah.
I think it was the other way around.
Yeah.
So that was me dating abroad. It was a bit difficult and it was always short because I'm
You
trying
decided in a month.
I'm trying to figure out, my sister was like, you she was very shocked when I was like, oh, what? You getting married? What?
So she ended up bringing the abroad to Tanzania.
Exactly. Right.
Tanzania.
Yeah.
Funny, very funny. But, because she was in shock. My sister was like, really? I don't believe this until I see it through. Yeah, because I was always with that vision. How is it going to be like when I'm introducing you to my family and maybe we'll have opportunity to go all the way to the village, see where I'm from, my roots, and everything. This man came all the way to the village way before I did. And checked things out completely where exactly I'm from in order for him to understand, where I'm coming from, my country's like, my people are like. And at that point, I was like, all right, this is it. This is it.
Yeah.
We're going to move there. But dating abroad was a big challenge. Major challenge.
Trying to lock, I'm so proud of you that you were able to lock it in abroad. Because trying to lock a man in abroad is like,
Lord.
it's you should know, Landie. So Landie's
He
here.
happens to be Caribbean too.
Landie is American.
There's a bit of culture understanding with the Caribbeans.
Yes. Talk to us,
Landie.
So
How is it dating in Tanzania?
Yes. So guys, Landie just popped out. We are here at the house at the Zawadi residency, and she just popped out. She is Haitian American, and she just moved to Tanzania last year. So how is your dating like in Tanzania? Dating abroad in Tanzania.
Sema.
Oh God, I'm just like, I wish y'all could see me like rub my temples because it's just weird.
Hot yet?
Well, it's interesting because this is the first time I've been single in like 5 years. I was in a committed relationship before I left. And mind you, I'm only 24, so majority of my main adult life has just been in a relationship. I don't count my high school dates. I don't count them. So this is the first time I got to I guess explore this dating life as a full-fledged mini adult, So
how is it dating Tanzania men?
Oh my God, it's really difficult because I'm very shallow.
Very what?
Difficult.
Shallow.
I am, and I fully admit it. I can't help myself. I love a nice, strong, tall, dark-skinned man, and a lot of Tanzanians are very short.
You gotta take it to specific places in Tanzania and find tall men.
Oh, you're so cute, but
Take her to Bukoba. Come on to our village.
A few more inches.
Even if you were just 5'6".
Maybe they can wear high heels.
See, no. No. They have the mini soles that level up their height. That was cute, but no, I want the raw, real thing. If you're not all the way tall, then I don't know. But I'm trying to navigate that because I'm trying to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. But because I am coming from the States, what I've also have been dealing with in this dating world is that men just kind of look at me as a cash cow. And it's kind of I'm not you to give me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be the only one taking care of you. So that's also been like, as soon as I hear my accent, oh, you're American. Oh, where are you from? What do you do? Like,
Take to America.
Straight to
Yeah.
Please, top it down. Like, slow down. We just got here. We just met.
Yes.
So yeah, that's what I've been having like difficulties here. But other than that, I'm having fun. Just exploring. Not only Tanzanians have I been dating out here, but I've been dating people from Kenya. I've been dating people from all over the continent, and it's pretty cool because it's just like, wow, this is my first time ever leaving the States in this capacity to be able to explore different people from different parts of this continent. So it's really cool to see and navigate that because your girl is just figuring it out day by day.
Was your previous relationship African American, Caribbean?
He was Jamaican.
Jamaican.
Oh, we all went to Jamaica.
And it was a beautiful relationship.
Yeah.
I think the distance is what caused it to kind of like end, for sure. But it was a beautiful relationship. And me being Haitian, my parents, oh my God, they didn't like Jamaicans. They didn't like Africans. They they wanted you to stick to
Haitian.
what about your Haitian man? Why haven't you met a Haitian man? When I was in high school, the Haitian men, I just couldn't. I don't know what it was. Like we just couldn't click.
Yes.
And I'm very open to exploring different men, like within the Black community. I haven't explored like white. Sorry, just a personal preference.
Yes, I hear you.
But I've dated Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Africans.
You said Trinidadians?
You knew what I meant. But,
I know.
But when I brought back my Jamaican man, it took me months, like almost an entire year, to bring him home to my parents. Because I never bring up boys to them. My parents are super Christian. My dad's a pastor. They're like,
he's not married.
What? My father wanted me to be a nun. Like he didn't have no parts with me. A little bit, I was just out here exploring, So when I brought him home, my parents were shocked. It was like, oh, he's Jamaican, but he's actually very educated and he's well-rounded. So it was really cool to, show my parents that you can't just completely dismiss an entire culture.
Exactly.
Just
because of
exactly. So even with that, it was just like, I can give everyone the benefit of the doubt. In the Black community.
Specify this.
Cultures, because I love being able to learn. Like that's my biggest thing when it comes down to dating. I want to be able to learn from you. Like, and I want us to both be able to learn each other's cultures instead of just sticking to just one. Granted, if I find me a Haitian man, I don't mind that. But
we have to click.
we have to click, and you have to have some sort of differences. What's in your mind? Like, what type of books do you read? Like, are you into like conspiracy theories, things like that. I want to explore your mind. So, that was cool to be able to bring home my Jamaican man to my parents, and they accepted him. And now we're back into the dating world trying to explore some more.
Yes, so Landie's available.
She's looking for
Yes.
6 foot. 6 foot 2.
tall.
Straight for the height.
Hey,
What if it doesn't
5'7"
And
and above.
5'7".
5'10".
5'10". Alright, let's make it 5'11" and above.
I would say 4 feet.
You're a tall lady. I'm like 5'11".
Hi, honey.
Arr.
Looking down. How are you doing okay down there?
How you doing? At least you can massage your toes and like take care of you.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
That's funny how Landie said that about the whole height situation, which I hadn't really thought about. But come to think of it,
I don't blame you. I do that.
Yeah,
I do that.
Come to think of it, that is actually a reality here, and I just thought it was. Sometimes I thought it was just something I was experiencing. Where you meet not necessarily but most people are their height is
petite.
they're petite, and they're not just short, they're also petite. You know, the guys are petite.
I've always tried.
But do you
so
think
gotta be
height
tall. At
should
least 6
height be a
foot.
factor?
So let me.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I was getting into, and
Trying.
that's exactly what I was getting into because I've kind of
Because
struggled with that.
even the short women
Yes.
are looking for that
Tall,
6 foot
tall,
person. Like,
exactly.
what am I supposed to do? 5'11". What
You
am
know,
I supposed
when
to
I
do?
was young, one of my
Seriously.
brothers used to tease me. He was like, "You never get married to a tall man. You're gonna get to a shorty. You marry yourself a shorty." And I was looking at my dad like, "You hear this boy? What's he talking about?"
So here's what I kind of came to conclude over the past, just of late, really. As I got to understand, as you get to understand yourself a little more. Also, for me, and I mentioned earlier, I've dated, people from several places, but the when I was with a Ghanaian, I was with him for a really long time, and we were together for some time. And that was, and he wasn't that much taller than me. He was maybe just a couple of inches taller than me.
Was he making jollof rice for you?
Jollof rice.
No,
What? He's not a true Ghanaian.
He was making
Jollof rice
Jollof.
is better. The Gambian or Ghan?
No.
The
Nigerian or
Ghanaian. He
Gambia
he
make
made
jollof rice too.
jollof
I know.
rice occasionally, but I mostly did most of the cooking. And I learned how to make Ghanaian food as well and all that stuff. So I make pretty much everything, almost everything. But anyway, but the thing about it was I came to the point where I transitioned back and forth, where it was like, okay, this person has to be like smiting, like they have to look like perfect.
Looks what
exactly. Looks became extremely important. To where I need to be like.
Boris
You
culture.
come into the room and then you get drawn to that person. That's to be the person that But then later on, I came, to realize that
A
while
little
that
belly's not bad.
huh?
I'm like, a little belly's not bad.
I don't know about the little belly part, but what I did come to realize,
She said, Landie said no.
What I did-
We gotta be just as young and youthful.
Exactly. And I came to
together.
Exactly. I came to realize that one, the stages of life that we're in make a huge difference in how we see these things. But also another thing was that in the when I assessed in the relationship, what made the relationship good, bad, great, beautiful, lengthy, long? Like, what were those things that made it last, that made you feel fulfilled, that made you feel happy? And most of the time I came to realize, like, some of the
Financial security.
Yes, you see? So it had nothing to do with his height, right? His height didn't matter when it came to that,
Mental health.
Exactly, his mental health, how you guys connected, how they treated you.
His love language.
Like his love languages, his humility, his, like, there are these things that I came to realize. I'm like, okay, yeah, they might be tall and handsome, but okay, is that gonna make you guys last? You know what I mean? Are they gonna commit? Because that's really exactly. So depending on where you are in life, like you said, and nobody has to like settle in something that they don't want or something. But our priorities do differ at different stages of our lives. That's definitely true. In our life cycle, developmentally, like where we are at, we value certain things depending on where we are. Lady just said it. She's 24. She's young, youthful, ready to go to the gym. Bruh, you need to go to the gym. Okay. Get it together and go to the gym with her.
Exactly. Look good as a unit. I don't know.
Exactly. So that's important.
If I look good as a unit.
I'm a unit. If I look good, you're okay.
And I have that Tanzania with diamonds. You look good.
That's what Juice said, know. And then for me, it's that connection, like the mental, that in your the way somone thinks in their mind, and I think humility also is the part where I really value that, right? Because when someone meets someone who's really smart, who's really intelligent, you want that intelligent person, but you also want a humble person because you're also really smart and intelligent. It's a problem. It's a problem when you meet a really smart, intelligent person who's not humble, because here we are fighting it out now because you don't think I'm smart. You want to control this whole show. Yeah. Okay, how are we I'm also smart and intelligent. You see what I mean? And so to me, that was really important because, as the people that you're with, that somehow, and it also helps. And here's how the humility part became really important to me. It's like, to go through the struggles of a relationship, right? To learn about each other, to hurt each other and forgive each other, to those things that make it go forward and last. Because again, that's what we're looking for, right? If we're looking for a long-term relationship, we don't want one that's gonna flake out on us, mid-air. You want those characteristics that will enable you to move and keep going. That humility I found is so important.
It is.
Confidence, and that they're confident and bold to take the lead and take a shot, but they're also humble, and that's so important because you'll hurt him and he will hurt you. Right? And you guys will hurt each other, but the ability to be able to forgive, I think, is one of the biggest things that helps the relationship move forward, and for you guys to really learn about each other. Because when we grow, we get into this age, the age, for example, that Just and I are in, right? We've already formulated our thought patterns, the way we think.
I know exactly.
If
it comes along, I'll be like, okay, check.
That's exactly. You're going this way. That you're still exploring. You're not only exploring. Landie's still exploring. She's not only exploring herself and the world. She's still exploring herself. She's still getting to know. Of course, we are too, but it's in a different space right now. Yes. We've kind of, been around. I don't know about that, but we've been around. Okay, and so we kind of know, and so we're in a different place. But you're right, Justa. Right now, it's like, you're exploring and getting to know yourself a little more in a different space, but you know a lot.
I'm
almost
loving
100%.
the stage that I'm at.
I know yourself.
Exactly.
Yes. So when that person comes along, he also knows himself though. Yeah. And so that ability for those two people to mesh, imagine, and then they're supposed to stay, which is the whole thing about marriage, which is also mind-boggling. You're supposed to stay together for the rest of your life. So you've lived your life for 40-something years, 30-something years, 20-something years.
We have a 10-year lease.
Okay.
Yes.
See, that's why if you need to continue, talk about modern life.
Yes.
You have a 10-year lease. Okay? Once the 10 years comes close, you want to sign another 10 years. We will go. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Okay. We need to have another episode for that.
Until death does us apart.
Yes. And so, but you've lived your own 30-something years, then you meet somebody who's lived their own 30 years, then you're supposed to, get to know each other.
I'm
in a space of who knows how long.
I couldn't
and then
do it any different.
You move together for the rest of your life, right? So when you're at 70, you've lived longer with this person than you lived alone.
Yes.
That's a concept that I'm still trying to grasp all of that because it's scary, to think, and then what if you guys, what if it breaks apart? What if, all that stuff.
Stay tuned for part 2.